Hi, my name is Jake O'Brien. I'm a member of the 148th Fighter Wing in the Aircraft Maintenance Squadron, and I'll be graduating with a Bachelor of Science in Mechanical Engineering.
My name is Cody Cavlin. I'm a member of the 148th Fighter Wing, and I'm graduating with a Bachelor's of Science in Industrial Engineering.
Hi, my name is Andrew Mackey. I'm a F-16 crew chief for the 148th Fighter Wing, and I graduated with a Bachelor of Science in Mechanical Engineering.
Hi, I'm Brendan Vienne. I'm part of the 148th Fighter Wing, part of the Aircraft Maintenance Squadron, and I'm graduating with a Bachelor's in Business Administration and a minor in Photography.
I'm Whitney Wysocki. I am part of the 148th Fighter Wing as a Munition Systems Specialist, and I'm graduating this year with a Bachelor of Science and a minor in Psychology.
Good afternoon. I'm Lindley Black, the Chancellor here at the University of Minnesota Duluth, and it is my extreme pleasure to welcome you to UMD's 2018 commencement ceremony. Please remain standing if you're able to do so for the presentation of the colors by members of the UMD Air Force ROTC Color Guard. I would now like to introduce Megan Taves, who is graduating today with a degree in vocal performance. If you're able to do so, please remain standing after the national anthem until the color guard leaves the stage. Megan. Please be seated. Let's thank Megan again for her wonderful rendition of the national anthem. I would also like to thank Professor Mark Whitlock and the UMD Symphonic Wind Ensemble for their outstanding musical contributions. Mark, would you and the members of the ensemble please stand and be recognized? In honor of all of our American Indian graduates in our academic programs focused on American Indian issues and topics, we are proud to include an honor song as part of this commencement ceremony. The Around the Earth singers from the Fond du Lac Reservation will be presenting the honor song, which is passed down through generations and is always a part of an Anishinaabe celebration and ceremony. To show our respect for this important tradition, I would invite you to stand once again and for men to remove their hats to recognize the importance of this event. like to thank UMD graduate Michael Manell and the Around the Earth singers for sharing this important tradition with us. Please be seated. As Chancellor and on behalf of the faculty, staff, and students of the University of Minnesota Duluth, I would like to welcome you to this afternoon's commencement ceremony, which is the second half of our 118th commencement exercise. Today's ceremony represents a major milestone in the lives of the graduates who are here today being recognized for their academic achievement. Congratulations, Bulldogs. I'm sure to some of you it seemed like this day would never come. Perhaps to some of you it came too quickly. But regardless, now it's here. Savor it, enjoy it. I know you've all worked hard to earn your degrees. Many of you were involved in student clubs and organizations. You volunteered in the community. You competed in sports. A lot of you worked a job, or two, or three, or more to pay your bills. Some of you are currently serving in the military or are members of ROTC. Some of you are parents. Some of you are caregivers. But what each of you has accomplished in your own individual way is truly remarkable. I hope all of you come away from UMD with hundreds of wonderful memories and many good friends who you'll stay in touch with as your life journey continues. Of course, you may hope that some of these friends forget some of the things you did while you were here at UMD. But these friends can keep you grounded, they can make you laugh, and they can be very valuable to you as the years pass. I also hope that you come away from UMD with a desire to make a difference in this world. Now, this could be a significant difference, an important scientific discovery, a groundbreaking book perhaps, a performance that moves people from around the world. But remember, you can also make a life-changing difference in one person's life in ways that may seem small to you, but can mean the world to them. So take time to listen to the responses when you ask someone, "How are you?" And listen deeply when people speak to you about their joys, their challenges, and goals in life. Hold the door open. Let someone else go first. Slow down occasionally. Think about what somebody ought to do and then do it yourself. As your career progresses, take time to mentor someone younger than you. Tell them the things that you wish someone had told you when you were their age. And encourage others to be curious and to explore new ideas. Be a role model by being curious yourself throughout your life. And always remember to say thank you to those who help you. Graduates, I'm sure there are many people who helped you get to where you are here today. So I want to ask you to do something. If you have your phone handy, and I know some of you do because I saw you bring them in, I want you to get out your phone and I want you to text someone right now who's made a difference in your life and who helped you get to where you are today. And those of you who do not have your phones with you, this is your assignment, perhaps the last assignment I can give you. But after the ceremony, take a minute, text, send a selfie maybe to someone who has made a difference in your life. So start texting, and while you do that, I want to get out my phone. All right, so students, graduates, I want to take a picture here. I want to remember this afternoon's ceremony. I know some of you in the audience pretty well from some projects we worked on at UMD, so I want to get your picture one last time. All right, students, all at once, go Bulldogs! No, come on. One more time, let's hear it. Go Bulldogs! Good, thank you. Thank you. So I will look at that occasionally. It may show up on Twitter or Facebook or somewhere. So, but throughout the year, I will look at this photograph with admiration and inspiration, because students, it reminds me and those of us among the faculty and staff that you are why we are here. Days like this make it painfully clear and wonderfully clear to us why we do what we do in higher education. You are an amazing and diverse group of graduates, so celebrate what you have accomplished, and once again, congratulations. It is now my honor to introduce University of Minnesota Regent Peggy Lucas. Regent Lucas received both her Bachelor of Arts and Master of Social Work degrees from the University of Minnesota and was elected to the Board of Regents in 2013. Her previous university activities include serving on the University of Minnesota Foundation Board of Trustees, the Humphrey School Dean's Advisory Council, and the Women's Intercollegiate Athletics Advisory Council. Please join me in welcoming Regent Peggy Lucas.
Good afternoon. As a regent of the University of Minnesota, I am so pleased to congratulate you on this special day, and what a day it is. Our family always likes to escape the city, come up to Duluth and Lake Superior and recharge our batteries and just re-energize, and today's a perfect example of that kind of day. So we're very grateful for that. Today you are receiving a degree from one of the finest educational institutions in the country, the University of Minnesota. I speak for the other regents and myself in wishing you success in your careers and all your future endeavors. Be proud of your degree and look back on this day with pride. Thank you.
It is now my privilege to introduce Professor Scott Lanyon, who is the Vice Provost and Dean of Graduate Education for the University of Minnesota. He's been a faculty member at the U of M's Department of Ecology, Evolution, and Behavior since 1995. He became the Vice Provost and Dean of Graduate Education in June 2016, and I'm very pleased to welcome him here today. Dr. Lanyon.
Thank you, Chancellor Black, distinguished faculty, family, and graduates, class of 2018. My great pleasure to just give a few comments from the graduate school, especially to those graduate students here today. So today, I invite you to consider your opportunities and your obligations in addressing one of the grand challenges of both generations before us and arguably of those that will follow us, understanding, appreciating, and embracing the differences among us as human beings. So to give you a little background, for 13 years, before I became a faculty member of the Department of Ecology, Evolution, and Behavior, I was actually director of a museum, Natural History Museum, and a few years into my tenure, I was talking to one of my educators about programs we might develop that would help connect city kids with nature, something I was very passionate about. And I had all these brilliant, creative ideas, or so I thought. But my colleague pointed out that I didn't have a clue what I was talking about. And the reason is that I grew up in a pretty unusual circumstance. I actually grew up on a research station. Both of my parents had graduate degrees. I grew up with graduate students and undergraduate students around. And that prepared me, I think, for the career that I ended up in. It didn't exactly prepare me for communicating with people from inner city communities. I didn't consider that the possibility that kids who grew up in the city, many of whom had rarely left their neighborhoods, much less taken a walk in the woods, would approach nature very differently than I did. So I put aside what I thought I knew, and I started talking with community leaders and families, sought out perspectives of people with very different backgrounds than my own, and I learned about better ways to engage and educate kids. As a result, our programs met the needs of kids and were done with the community rather than to the community. I say that because diversity, this kind of diversity of backgrounds and experiences, really jolts us into cognitive action in ways that homogeneity does not, will not, cannot. Diversity makes us smarter. It produces better results. It will help us achieve things we could never do alone. A study published in Scientific American found that when disagreement comes from a socially different person, we're prompted to work harder. It's being able to tolerate, accept, and learn from those who are different that will propel you forward as individuals, as leaders, and will move all of us forward as a planet. It's accepting that working with people unlike you is not only the civil thing to do, it's also the only way that we will arrive at effective solutions to today's problems. We ignore this fact at our individual and our collective peril. So as graduates, you're poised to make great contributions. While the disciplinary knowledge you've gained here is necessary, it's not sufficient as a condition for success. You need to bring forward not just your own knowledge and skills, but also an ability and a desire to connect with and listen to people who are different than you, with different viewpoints and experiences. The easiest path is to work, socialize with people who look, think, and act like you. But it's also the path least likely to lead to major advancements for society. The alternative is to seek out individuals with whom the only thing that you share in common is a question that requires an answer, or a challenge that requires a solution. This path is far more difficult, but it's also much more rewarding for you, much more beneficial for society. Decades of research have shown that socially diverse groups, that is those with a different diversity of race, ethnicity, gender, sexual orientation, nationality, educational and socioeconomic background, are more innovative than homogeneous groups. Each of you alone is smart, but your collective knowledge, expertise, backgrounds, and experiences have the potential to be brilliant. To be brilliant, we need to work together. And to work together, we need to be able to get along with each other, to understand each other in authentic ways, to respect each other, to value our differences. So as you stand here at one of the major crossroads of your life, I'm encouraging you to take the more demanding, but ultimately more rewarding path, to work with individuals from diverse disciplines, cultures, backgrounds, ethnicities, nationalities, abilities, views, opinions, and experiences. It's on that path that you will accomplish great things. I now yield the podium so that you may more quickly get on with your celebrating and doing great things. Thank you.
It is now my privilege to introduce this afternoon's student speaker, Michaela Hesse, who is graduating today from the College of Education and Human Service Professions with a major in Communication Science and Disorders and a minor in American Sign Language. Michaela, congratulations on receiving your degree and on your many outstanding accomplishments. Join me in welcoming Michaela Hesse.
Our most esteemed administrators and professors, dear parents, beloved friends, ladies and gentlemen, a good afternoon to you all. To the graduates, welcome to the day you've all been waiting for. Over the last few years, our lives have been fairly stable, even if we didn't always feel stable. We woke up, got on the bus or in the car, went to class, attempted to do some homework, went home, and then back to sleep. In our free time, we explored the North Shore, partied it up on the weekends, and slept some more. There may have been some rough patches or a few more things added in, but that is what our life has looked like. Every fall and every spring, we patiently waited to register for classes. We knew what was coming next. Some of us decided on new majors. A few things may have changed, but now we've come to another major crossroad in our lives. One with less predictability and more independence. This change is inevitable. What is not inevitable is how we choose to handle it. The first time my life drastically changed was when I was 8 years old. The exact date you ask, because I'm sure you're all dying to know, April 30th, 2005. On that exact date, I was notified by my parents that we were moving. And it was the end of the world as I knew it. I reacted exactly how any normal child would, except one thing made it worse. It was my birthday. Which is why I still remember the day, so word to the wise, never tell someone bad news on their birthday. Anyways, over time, I came to the understanding that change is not always a bad thing. And in many cases, it is how you achieve the most happiness. While I was bitter about the whole situation for many years, I gained nothing by that bitterness. But I flourished once I let it go and firmly planted both of my feet in that new chapter of life. I would not be here today in front of you all if that change had not occurred. I may still be living in Ohio. I may have never met the person who I will soon marry, but I will never know. Because those changes did happen. Life happened, and life is full of changes. Only one thing is for certain. I would not be who I am today without all the big or little changes that have happened in my life. The trick is to take a challenging situation and grow from it. Whether it be moving, an illness, or a setback in your career. If you believe that a change is necessary, stick with it. If a change suddenly occurs in your life without any warning, don't be angry. You achieve nothing out of that anger and resistance. Grow, learn, and take advantage of that change. While it may not be the life you first imagined, it may be even better. You never know what opportunities may come. I firmly believe when one door closes, another door opens. Go through it. The unfortunate yet truly exciting thing about life is that there is no core curriculum. The entire place is an elective. Fun, right? The paths are infinite, but the results are uncertain. College is something you complete, but life is something you experience. Don't be afraid of that change. As you come to this crossroad, take charge of your life. Whether that means going straight into more schooling, taking the off-ramp into the career in your field, or doing a U-turn into a whole new field. Life's opportunities are endless. Don't be afraid to take that job hours away from home. Don't be afraid to fight for what you believe in. Don't be afraid to reconsider what you want to do in life. You change. If everyone followed their first dreams in life, the world would be ruled by cowboys and princesses. Change is inevitable, but how you react to that change can shape your life. Don't let the fear of the unknown rule your life. Wherever life takes you, good will come, but not always in the way you expect it. If you remember one thing from today, remember that. Good will come, but not always in the way that you expect it. At UMD, we have been equipped, mentored, and prepared to continue on this journey ahead of us. We have received support from all of those around us, our family, our friends, our professors and advisors, and to those people, we want to say thank you from the bottom of our hearts for being our motivators, our educators, and our friends. We would not be here today without each and every one of you. You have touched our lives in so many different ways. We are ready for this day, for these big changes in our lives, because of you. With that being said, class of 2018, embrace it. You have worked so hard for this. You have stood outside in the blizzard-like conditions, waiting for the bus, all while praying for that snow day that never comes. You've studied all night for those impossible tests that you still somehow managed to fail. Moms, you didn't hear that, I promise. Worked 2 jobs in an attempt to afford food, been there, done that, and finished group projects all by yourself the night before you presented. You have put in the work, you have made it to the end. This is the day you have dreamt of since you first walked onto this campus for orientation week, or welcome week, when you were met by cheers of multicolored and highly caffeinated rock stars, or orientation leaders for those of you unable to observe this annual phenomenon. Back then, it seemed so far away. It was so hard to imagine the end. But now it's here. You are officially ready for the real world? As stated on the incredibly expensive slip of paper you will receive in the mail in about 3 months. Congratulations, class of 2018. You have made it.
Thank you very much, Michaela, for your remarks, and again, congratulations. It is now my pleasure to introduce Don Ness, who will deliver today's commencement address. Don graduated from UMD with majors in business administration and economics, and he earned a master's degree in management from the College of St. Scholastica. He served as the mayor of Duluth, very popular and very effective mayor of Duluth, from 2008 to 2016. And before that, he was campaign manager for Congressman Jim Oberstar for nearly 10 years. Don is currently the executive director of the Ordine Foundation, which focuses on issues of poverty, and he and his family live here in Duluth. He also serves on my Chancellor's Advisory Council. So please join me in welcoming Duluth's former mayor and forever Bulldog, Don Ness.
Wow, it is great to be here. You guys look great. You look relaxed. You just enjoyed a beautiful Duluth day. In Duluth, we call these days perfect Duluth days. And only in Duluth can a perfect day be a day that just barely hits 50. Get that nice breeze off the lake. Makes you feel alive. So I don't want to put you on the spot, but this morning's crowd was really good. They resisted the urge to boo me off the stage multiple times, so you have a high standard in front of you. So I am unreasonably nervous. Back when I was mayor, I was giving speeches all the time. It was no big deal. But now it's been over 2 years since I left office, and I'm going to be real with you. I've been in a constant state of panic for essentially the past month, imagining this very moment. Thankfully, yesterday my wife Laura took charge. She grabbed me by the shoulders, she looked directly into my eyes, and she gave me a sort of look that you would give to a puppy with a thorn in its paw. She spoke soft but firm, with the intent of setting my mind at ease. Now, Donnie, just remember, you don't have to be interesting or insightful. You shouldn't even try to be witty or profound or charming or inspiring or competent or coherent. And then she lovingly placed her hand upon my cheek and concluded her advice, just be yourself. I know, right? She knows me so well, and I love her. And as always, she was totally right. I was putting these unrealistic expectations on myself. Why? Because of the YouTube. We love the YouTube. So cool, but honestly, we get spoiled by the YouTube. We get to watch some of the most talented and interesting people in the entire world give these incredibly intelligent, insightful, emotionally charged commencement speeches. Sometimes I find myself standing in my living room with cracker crumbs on my t-shirt, with tears in my eyes, giving a standing ovation to the computer screen. Bravo, Oprah, bravo. I mean, graduating from college is a big deal. And of course, after all of your effort and struggle to get here, you guys totally deserve one of those world-class commencement speeches. Do you know who would be great? Somebody like Denzel Washington. Now that would be incredibly cool. Now let's just imagine this together. Denzel would probably come here to Amsoil Arena and he'd give this profound and inspiring presentation that would move this audience to cheers of joy and gratitude. You'd hear Denzel's rich and expressive voice matching the weight and resonance of his ideas, his extraordinary good looks, talent, worldwide fame, and a certain je ne sais quoi would make each word from his lips feel especially meaningful and compelling. It's nothing short of a miracle, but Denzel would have the ability to look out into this crowd and make brief but meaningful eye contact with each and every person in this arena. And that eye contact, pretty amazing. It would feel so impactful. For the graduates, that look would fill their hearts with inspiration. For the moms, the intensity of that look would make them blush. For the dads, that momentary connection would make them feel like they just made a new best friend named Denzel. How does he do that? Because he's Denzel Washington. That's how. He is so intelligent and handsome and famous that we would be proud to have witnessed that life-altering speech. That's what we want and deserve from our commencement speaker. But instead, you got me. Sorry about that. But I do have interesting facts, like je ne sais quoi is French for I do not know what. Or so says Google. So right about now, some of you are probably thinking, je ne sais quoi is the point of this speech. And that is such a good question and a fair point. Essentially, all we've done to this point is establish that I'm definitely not Denzel Washington, and then we shared a moment of common disappointment about that fact. But enough about my shortcomings. Let's talk about your success. This is your day, your accomplishment. You are about to become graduates of the University of Minnesota Duluth, the real Maine U, home of the national champion UMD Bulldogs. And we are so proud of you all. And here's the thing, no matter where life takes you, this place, this campus, this city will always be with you. Because your experience here at UMD, you will always be a Bulldog, and you will always be a Duluthian. Duluth has such a strong and unique sense of place. It gets embedded into your soul. Sure, there are easier places to live, but few of them will offer that sort of emotional connection. You can travel the entire world, and Lake Superior will always call you back to her shores. One look across her majestic horizon, and she will fill your heart with awe and wonder, each and every time. Whether it's on a daily commute across this hillside or a return visit after 40 years away, she will welcome you home. And you will belong, because now this city is part of you, whether you like it or not. So, do you know what this speech needs? Don't answer that. It's a rhetorical question. Regret it the moment it came out of my mouth. What this speech needs is more cliches. I mean, it's not really a commencement speech unless you are bombarded with cliches, right? So, for the sake of time, I think I'll just start listing off the important ones. Maybe smush a few together so that we cover all the bases. All right? Let's do it. Number one. Today is the first day of the rest of your life. It's a classic. And so true, so true. Number two, never stop learning. Yeah, okay, that one seems a bit obvious to me. Number three, be true to yourself and your values and your passion and your dreams of your heart's principles, all those things. Number four, Here's the secret. Don't be afraid of failure as you embark on the next phase of your life's journey, like the generations that came before you. One sentence, 4 cliches. In summary, I will quote the immortal Whitney Houston. I believe the children are our future. Teach them well and let them lead the way. Thank you, thank you. Show them all the beauty they possess inside. All right, I should stop. Give them a sense of pride to make it easier. Let the children's laughter remind us how we used to be. All right, now for sure that's it. All right. So, thank you. I had to do that twice today, all right? The first time was hard enough. The second time, much, much more difficult. In a few short moments, you'll cross this stage to accept your diploma. And in that moment, you alone will hold the diploma. But truly, the accomplishment is shared with those who love you and have invested themselves in your success. Your classmates, your friends, your teachers, professors, coaches, your family, your parents. I want you to take a moment and consider all the people that have helped you along the way. Consider what a blessing they have been. And today would be a good day to thank them. I've never felt more scared, more uncertain, more vulnerable than the moment that I first became a dad. I was holding this beautiful, fragile miracle in my hands. And at that moment, every single insecurity and weakness that I felt in my life came into sharp relief. But it was also countered by a deep and profound sense of love that felt invincible. And the parents in this room know what I'm talking about. And then I prayed. I prayed that I would find the strength and the wisdom to do right by this child. That despite everything I didn't know, despite all the mistakes and missteps that I was sure to make along the way, despite the fact that this world can feel so completely messed up at times, that despite it all, I prayed that this sweet, beautiful child that I held in my hands might someday grow to be a bright, energetic young adult, ready to take on the world. The transformation from an infant to an adult is nothing short of a miracle. Each and every one of you is the embodiment of that miracle. And your parents, they are the miracle workers. So I'm excited for you guys. From the bottom of my heart, congratulations. I just wish you all the happiness and success and joy that life can bring. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to play a small part in your day. Thank you.
It is now my honor to recognize the students in our graduating class who are military veterans or are currently serving in the military. Coming to college after service in the military or while serving is not an easy transition. By earning your degrees, you have displayed conviction and tenacity. So now I would like for our students, but also our faculty, staff, and guests in the audience who are military veterans, currently serving in the military, or members of ROTC, Would you please stand and let's show our appreciation for their incredible service to our country. It is also my privilege to recognize the international students who are an important part of this graduating class. In honor of all our international students, we have displayed the flags of their countries behind the stage. This year's graduating class includes students from China, Colombia, Czech Republic, Ethiopia, India, Iran, Nepal, Pakistan, Republic of Korea, Saudi Arabia, Sweden, and Tunisia. Please join me in thanking our international students and guests from these countries for traveling to the world. And while we're recognizing special people, I'd like to express our appreciation to all the parents, grandparents, spouses, partners, family, and friends who are with us today. You have provided outstanding support for our graduates, and I'd like for you all to stand and be recognized. Graduates, let's show your family and friends how much you appreciate their support. Now, with the candidates receiving the following degree, please stand. Doctor of Education. Regent Lucas, upon the recommendation of the faculty, I present these students for the conferring of this degree.
Thank you, Chancellor Black. Doctoral candidates, by virtue of the authority delegated to me by the Board of Regents of the University of Minnesota, I hereby confer upon you your Doctor of Education degree. Congratulations.
Doctor of Education, Teaching and Learning. Justin Small. Gordon Jourdain. Camille Nasland. Paula Tracy. Song Shong.
So will the candidates receiving the following degrees please stand? Master of Arts, Master of Business Administration, Master of Education, Master of Environmental Education, Master of Music, Master of Social Work. Regent Lucas, upon the recommendation of the faculty, I present these students for the conferring of their degrees.
Thank you, Chancellor Black. Master's candidates, by virtue of the authority delegated to me by the Board of Regents of the University of Minnesota, I hereby confer upon you your respective degrees. Congratulations.
Master of Arts in Communication Science and Disorders. Danielle Ock. Mohammed Al-Muteri. Rebecca Anderson. Caitlin Bowman. Rebecca Bottleberg. Sarah Curran. Natalie Halverson. Kara Hendrickson. Emily Yonka. Justine Lee. Kelsey Locke. Julia McClung. Haley McKee. Jacqueline Miller. Rachel Schultz. Allie Swift. Megan Tweeton. Master of Arts in Psychological Science. Josephine Abate. Samuel Burkholz. Eden Broberg. Brooke Collins. Melinda Dertinger. Jean Doherty. Allison Haley. David Huntley. Catherine Klein. Dustin Leff, Amy Maslowski, Thomas McMorrow, Philip Hooper, Natalie Slaughter. Master of Education, Sonia Barr, Amy Brown, Danielle Catanzarit, Emma Clues, Brooke Novak, Stacy Radke, Calvin Robertson, Carly Rosentrader, Master of Environmental Education, Julia Allen, Emily Wilmot, Jenna Zamzow, Master of Social Work, Haley Aldinger, Rosemary Allen, Sakasige Atkinson, Abby Bradley, Michaela Carey, Callie Clark, Michaela Crato, Jill Fee, Kelly Fitzgerald, Jenny Heckman, Rebecca Johnson, Rachel Canton, Nicole Korsted, Ashlyn Kreifels, Ellie Leonard, Jordan Lowe, James Martinez, Doreen Mickman. Aaron Meadows. Ashley Millett. Mariah Meiser. Sarah Nelson. Shaylee Osby. Abigail Otis. Madison Peterson. Stephanie Putz. Nancy Samura. Nicole Thole. Catherine Thompson. Emily Weber. Master of Business Administration. Peter Lynn. Connor Reed. Dimitra Rathnayaka. Master of Music. Alexandra Hecker. Allison Laughlin. Amanda Manmoven. Maria Lorena Suarez Molina.
So we will now confer the undergraduate degrees. So I would like to ask the students receiving their bachelor degrees from the College of Education and Human Service Professions and the Leibovitz School of Business and Economics and the School of Fine Arts, please stand. Regent Lucas, on behalf of the faculty of the University of Minnesota Duluth, I present these graduates to you for the conferring of their degrees.
Whoops. Thank you, Chancellor Black. By virtue of the authority delegated to me by the Board of Regents of the University of Minnesota, I hereby confer upon you your respective degrees. To signify that you achieved this honor, I would ask you now to move the tassel on your graduation hat from right to left. Congratulations on receiving your degree from this fine institution.
Thank you. Please be seated. I would like to ask Dean Jill Pickney-Pastrana from the College of Education and Human Service Professions to please step forward.
Thank you, Chancellor. As Dean of the College of Education and Human Service Professions, I would like to ask the graduating class of our college to please stand. That's education, applied human sciences, psychology, communication sciences and disorders, and social work. Chancellor Black, these students, these students have completed the requirements of their respective degrees. On behalf of the faculty of the College of Education and Human Service Professions, I congratulate the graduates on receiving their degrees. Please come forward.
Thank you, Dean Pickney-Pastrana. I'd like to congratulate you graduates who are receiving the Bachelor of Applied Arts degree, the Bachelor of Applied Science degree, the Bachelor of Arts, and the Bachelor of Social Work degree. Lisa Irwin, Vice Chancellor of Student Life and Dean of Students, and Corbin Smythe, Associate Vice Chancellor for Student Life, will be reading the names of the graduates. Please turn to page 8 in your program for the list of graduates from the College of Education and Human Service Professions.
Stephanie Blosser.
Alexa Onfang.
Sydney Anderson.
Luke Carlson.
Emily Axford, magna cum laude.
Jonah Emerson.
Elizabeth Drusch.
Samantha Etienne.
Nathan Ernst.
Shannon Johnson.
Shayla Huffman.
Rachel Cadleck, cum laude.
Callie Johnson.
Caitlin Kraus.
Eric Koplitz.
Tuya Muwa.
Molly O'Neill.
Nicole Stahlberger.
Vanessa Smith.
Jackson Terry.
Marley Miron.
Courtney Anderson, summa cum laude.
Ellie Waltz.
Stephanie Anderson.
Megan Anderson.
Natalie Babarad, cum laude.
Gabrielle Anders.
Amanda Baker, summa cum laude.
Elissa Bago.
Anna Balsamo, magna cum laude.
Justin Baczynski.
Mary Boffield.
Kelsey Baker.
Nicholas Beatty.
Emily Bates.
Eddie Rose Bergstedt.
Bryce Beamish.
Trevor Blackstone.
Donovan Belcourt.
Caitlin Beshy.
Hannah Bernhardt.
Melanie Bonema.
Kendra Bolig.
Cora Bernbenet.
Destiny Wovachit.
Haley Brown.
Nicole Burgoyne.
Cody Brumbaugh.
Laura Brown, summa cum laude.
Madeline Bunda.
Jordan Bryant.
Sierra Bird.
Alice Big.
Anna Casperson, magna cum laude.
Nicole Carlson.
Aaliyah Sikala.
Allegra Segler.
Hannah Chapman.
Michaela Chandler.
Cado Tromilo.
Rachel Cheney, summa cum laude.
James Claremont.
Benjamin Christopher, magna cum laude.
Southern Coffrin.
Courtney Clark.
Laura Kreitz.
Megan Cooley.
Jasmine Crust.
Madeline Crockett.
Maria Detzler.
Emily Delphos.
Rebecca Evers, magna cum laude.
Catherine Dewhurst.
Jillian Engstrom Brula.
Demi Elms.
Bridget Erickson.
Isla Erickson, cum laude.
Emily Ferguson.
Elizabeth Erickson, cum laude.
Madison Foss.
Allison Fairchild, magna cum laude.
Tyson Fregis.
Emily Ferrer.
Kaylee Furman.
Jennifer Flamong.
Bryce Garvey.
Rachel Fergan, cum laude.
Lindsay Gertz, cum laude.
Jacqueline Freezy, magna cum laude.
Riley Green.
Caitlin Garrison, summa cum laude.
Casey Hedke.
Joshua Gibson.
Jay Halverson.
Nicole Glenn.
Cassandra Hansen.
Caroline Gray.
Jessica Healy.
Andrew Greenlee.
Jessica Hyde.
Cinema Hackman.
Michaela Hesse.
Alec Hagan.
Carly Heedy.
Caitlin Halupsuck.
Nicole Houston.
Ryan Hampton.
Joseph Huber.
Peter Hastings.
Sarah Jackson, summa cum laude.
Casey Headley.
Emmy Yoakum.
Sarah Hesacker.
Megan Johnson.
Summer Heikala, summa cum laude.
Nicholas Johnson.
Briar Hellman, magna cum laude.
Allison Jonas.
Megan Hodge.
Matthew Kachuk.
Tiana Hoyas, magna cum laude.
Jessica Keller.
Stephanie Isaacson.
Nikki Catchback.
Sarah Jacobson.
Aaron Kiddock.
Haley Jofs, summa cum laude.
Molly Klatt.
Brendan Johnson.
Bridget Konwinski.
Michaela Johnson, summa cum laude.
Courtney Kramer.
Tallery Johnson.
Hannah Kriska.
Samantha Kale.
Alexander Kuhlman.
Caitlin Kammer.
Krista Landy.
Erica Kessup.
Nicholas Larson.
Ryan King.
Emily Lathrop.
Erica Klang.
Natasha Lemke.
Mackenzie Cohn.
Haley Loney.
Jacob Crable.
Leah Maggie.
Courtney Cruz.
Dale Malacca.
Carrie Culleberg, magna cum laude.
Kaylee Mankowski.
Cassandra Lanier, magna cum laude.
Camille Marston.
Tessa Lasky Hagee.
Kaylee Martin.
My Cheche Diane Lee.
Maggie Mason.
Riley Leone.
Joshua Mazurek.
Thomas Lilquist.
Cassandra Miley.
Micah Lohr.
Leo Mansuber.
Kelsey Magnuson.
Karina Meyer.
Callie Malloy.
Melody Mania.
Amy Marol, summa cum laude.
Anna Morrison.
Ariane Maslowski.
Rebecca Munson.
Penny Meyer.
Kaylee Murphy, cum laude.
Carly McWilliams.
Megan Nelson, cum laude.
Laura Millier.
Hannah Newkircher, magna cum laude.
Alexis Miller.
Samantha Nilsson.
Amanda Minder, summa cum laude.
Gavin Nord.
Susie Mollenkamp.
Tatum O'Donnell.
Addie Munson.
Allison Oley.
Patrick Morrissey, cum laude.
Nicholas Olson.
Alexandra Montine.
Rebecca Overby.
Annika Nelson.
Sarah Pearson, cum laude.
Natalie Nelson.
Corey Pester.
Callie Nielsen, cum laude.
Madison Pfaff.
Megan Norby.
Eric Pillsbury.
Cassandra Notch.
Rachel Poss.
Kayla Oakley.
Kelly Probst.
Aaron Olira.
Stephanie Ressler.
Allison Olson.
Clarissa Ron.
Serenity Park.
Kelsey Reckinger.
Caitlin Persh, cum laude.
Callie Ritchie.
Olivia Peterson.
Rachel Rollins.
Anthony Phillips.
Dan Rother.
Io Port.
Caitlin Ruprecht.
Avery Potoff.
Emily Samper, cum laude.
Ashley Qualley.
Oriana Sher Woyan.
Alexa Rafferty, magna cum laude.
Nathan Schultz.
Laura Rachel, cum laude.
Spencer Schumann.
Jillian Ritchie.
Mackenzie Schwantz.
Claire Roberts.
Michael Scott.
Michaela Rossetti.
Alyssa Sinclair.
Tessa Wu.
Dominic Slininger.
Maya Russell.
Alexis Smullen.
Taylor Schultz.
Elizabeth Sant-Amah, magna cum laude.
Jennifer Schuster.
Amethyst Stegbauer, cum laude.
Micah Schwecke, summa cum laude.
Cole Steinhagen.
Mackenzie Sedlek, cum laude.
Chelsea Swanson.
Sarah Skogmo.
Abigail Sweet.
Johanna Smith.
Brittany Thiebert.
Kelsey Sorensen.
Emily Torgerson.
Elizabeth Stadler.
Peyton Treader.
Cassandra Steiner.
Karen Rosario Valdez.
Kevin Terrelson.
Stefan Vu.
Abigail Treblehorn, summa cum laude.
Callie Waller, summa cum laude.
Emily Trost.
Megan Weatherly, cum laude.
Troy Vagel.
Anna Weeks.
Amelia Wagenknecht.
Isaiah Witcherek.
Catherine Wamstead, summa cum laude.
Justin Wilson, cum laude.
Haley Wester.
Keegan Wirtz.
Logan Wilkinson.
Marissa Wright.
Cassandra Wimmer.
Michaela Wurtelman.
Kristen Yeji.
Abby Yang.
Elizabeth Yost, cum laude.
Kayla Young, magna cum laude.
Erica Zake.
Cami Zipko.
For the degree of Bachelor of Arts, Emily Ao.
Max Smalsum.
Emma Orsick.
For the Bachelor of Social Work, Korea Abadullah.
Alyssa Badayan.
Christine Empinger.
Marissa Garrison.
Emily Hall.
Kara Hertig.
Allison Keski.
Madison McClement.
Lauren Lease.
Callie Morton.
Kylie Pass.
Sydney Perry.
Rachel Reifenberger.
Natasha Reister, magna cum laude.
Courtney Singer.
Abigail Sherman.
Helene Smith.
Lily Alvarez.
Jessica Faust.
Bindu Korti.
Haley Tyler.
Andrea Berger.
Priya Sulzer.
Madeline Munatua.
Whitney Provinsno.
Heather Brinkman.
Brianna Hebel.
Rudy Rice.
Gino Frucci.
Alyssa Speaker.
Christopher Butler.
Brianna Olson.
Charity Lortz.
Catherine House. Brooke Mattis. Wyatt Thomas. Michaela Winkles.
I would now like to ask Dean Amy Haitapalto from the Leibovitz School of Business and Economics to please step forward.
Thank you, Chancellor Black. As Dean of the Leibovitz School of Business and Economics, I would like to ask the graduating class of our college to please stand. Chancellor Black, these students have completed the requirements of their respective degrees. On behalf of the faculty of the Leibovitz School of Business and Economics, I congratulate our graduates on receiving their degrees. Please come forward.
Thank you, Dean Heitapelta. I would like to congratulate the graduates who are receiving the Bachelor of Accounting degree, the Bachelor of Arts degree, the Bachelor of Business Administration degree. Please turn to page 16 in your program for a list of the graduates from the Leibovitz School of Business and Economics.
Lynn Astrup, cum laude.
Adebisi Ajaya.
Lauren Ellison.
Jacob Evanson.
Connor Erickson.
Sean Carpenter.
Abigail Fisher, summa cum laude.
Callie Chester, summa cum laude.
Logan Franzen.
Jeff Erdman.
Anthony Frozig, cum laude.
Alexandre Anna Voltson.
Jesse Graves, summa cum laude.
Ryan Fleek.
Brody Johnson.
Michael Freeberg.
Braxton Karnowski.
Carter Gidlow.
Charles Kavakovich, summa cum laude.
Colin Yankee, cum laude.
Wenzel Kubish.
Jenna Colleen, cum laude.
Paul Leonis.
Dylan Kelly.
Michaela Long.
Angelica Kruk.
Bryant Magis, magna cum laude.
Justin Kunkel.
Yvonne Wynn.
Scott Lassard.
Jesse Pye.
Tyler Lundberg.
Zachary Schur, magna cum laude.
Abel Messeret.
Jennifer Siv.
Michelle Murphy.
Sebastian Spurl.
Marty Olson.
Maria Jose Tapia Nieto, summa cum laude.
Kyle Shallow, cum laude.
Jason Travis.
Bree Seeley.
Tom Bang.
Eric Smetsrud.
James Wilson III.
Ellery Sweet.
Jaden Wright, magna cum laude.
Daniel Thielman.
For the degree of Bachelor of Arts, Bardosa Abdenor.
Matthew Van Rissigam.
Marcus Bueller.
Aaron Warren.
Jack Coleman.
Chandler Whitson.
Kirsten Klang.
Molly Willett, magna cum laude.
Cody Nadeau.
Mohammed Ali.
Rachel Pompey.
Stephanie Cole.
Donald Abbott, summa cum laude.
Amy McNamara, cum laude.
Caitlin Albrecht, magna cum laude.
Taryn Motti.
Carly Anderson.
Bachelor of Business Administration, Jennifer Ahrens.
Leah Anderson.
Andrew Ochter.
Charlie Altman, magna cum laude.
Adam Amies.
Maren Babel.
Ellie Anderson, cum laude.
Maria Bear.
Mackenzie Anderson.
Courtney Basra.
Katie Bosch.
Mitchell Benkowski.
Dominic Bacon, cum laude.
Michaela Barris.
Alex Bartels.
Chase Beaker.
Anthony Beasley.
Katie Betcher, cum laude.
Merhawi Burhani.
Madison Brabender.
Griffin Bibbs.
Kaylee Brooks, magna cum laude.
Karen Berg.
Bobby Bolger.
Matthew Borash.
Jennifer Burns.
Megan Brodeen.
Ji Yoon Byun.
Noah Ruder.
Mackenzie Charles.
Colin Burke.
Sainandan Chintali.
Alexander Bussey.
Brandon Colucci.
Joshua Campbell.
Courtney Companion.
Harmony Clark.
Justin Cover.
Kyle Combs.
Percival DeBella.
Mary Conrad, cum laude.
Sarah Disha, magna cum laude.
Jonathan Dahl.
Mackenzie Deutsch.
Ian Deloney.
Luke Dillon.
Marguerite Delorier.
Connor Donovan.
Jackson Diedrich.
Braden Doucette.
Andrew Dobbs.
Kate Doubles.
Cheyenne Dormanen, magna cum laude.
Frank Dufresne.
Ryan Downing.
Sophia Dune.
Samuel Dudovitz.
Alexander Dye.
Benjamin Dolsky.
Cole Ayresman.
Will DuPont.
Joshua Elliott.
Daniel Egrich.
Samuel Emery.
Nels Ide.
Hannah Erickson.
Mackenzie Ellis.
Anna Fagry.
Alec Erickson.
Connor Falk.
Becca Espy.
Aiden Flanagan.
Cully Fairchild.
Matthew Flynn.
Michelle Fider, summa cum laude.
Hayden Foote.
Kayla Fleming.
Tyler Frank, magna cum laude.
Patrick Flynn.
Jack Freud.
Aaron Fournier.
Cody Gaber.
Jeremy Freeman.
Kendra Gessner, magna cum laude.
Andrew Gardner.
Trevor Giddis, magna cum laude.
Benjamin Gilchrist.
Eva Garris.
Sophia Glacier.
Nathan Green.
Amber Green.
Gavin Gronberg.
Victoria Greb, magna cum laude.
Raquel Halderson.
Brittany Grossinger.
Nathan Hardesty.
Aaliyah Hammond.
Jonah Harrington.
Nicholas Harrell.
Rachel Hasselwander, cum laude.
Emma Hardigan.
Linnea Hedden, magna cum laude.
Caroline Hasselhoff, summa cum laude.
Olivia Helmer.
Alex Helmer.
Jennifer Hillman.
Joshua Hilliard.
Casey Yort.
Kyle Hirsch.
Jennifer Hoof.
Jack Hoger.
Jacob Howison.
Sarah Horlacher.
Benjamin Ilechko.
Gabrielle Ickert.
Sandrine Irunvat.
Alexander Ingersoll.
Mitchell Jellen.
Carl Iverson.
Samuel Johnson.
Taylor Johnson.
Gabriel Johnston.
Isaac Jones.
Sydney Jones.
Alexis Jorgensen.
Leighton Justice.
Racole Carrols, magna cum laude.
Bro Kane.
Jared Caro.
Hannah Carl.
Kyle Catterman.
Tyler Castlecourt.
Ryan Kimbrell.
Eden Kemp.
Eli Cohorst.
Paul Kim.
Cassandra Corpy.
Jillian Clausen.
Michael Kylo.
Nathan Kopacek.
Megan Lance.
Marky Kutzer.
Gretchen Larson.
Jacob Lanners.
Mindy Lee Chang.
Christopher Larson.
Emily Line.
Soy Lee.
Reed Leonidas.
Jordan Leggett.
Your card. Caden Lofquist, magna cum laude.
Maxwell Lemp.
Shane Lukey.
Justin Lindquist.
Ryan Lundgren, cum laude.
Billy Lohr.
Samuel Lynch, cum laude.
Austin Lundeen.
Connor Madden.
Brianna Lundstrom.
Justin Momstead.
Rawia Mamoon.
Gabriel Marcella.
Joel McCory. Austin Mandelkow.
Caitlin Mason.
Rachel Mashoff, magna cum laude.
Dickshaw Moria.
Megan Modal.
Alexander McCormick.
Anthony Mavets.
Dylan McElligott.
Sarah McCormick.
Nicholas McIntyre.
Lucas McFarland.
Rebecca Meyer.
Jacob Medved.
Tiffany Miller.
Tanner Midas.
Naval Shaquille Mirza, cum laude.
Victoria Miller.
Katerina Morozova.
Allison Muller.
Daniel Nash.
Sarah Nelson, cum laude.
Joseph Newman.
Samuel Newton.
Haley Meeple.
Jessica Nohaba.
Derek North.
Erica Northrup.
Christopher Novak.
Andrew Novotny.
Megan O'Brien.
Matt Okai, magna cum laude.
Kennedy Olson.
Angela Paulson, cum laude.
Nicole Perry.
Samuel Peterson.
Matthew Petrick, cum laude.
Violet Pfefferly.
Alec Polavina.
Samantha Plant, magna cum laude.
Grant Pulver, summa cum laude.
Jenna Pond.
Ryan Wan.
Jacob Raditz.
Daniel Reed.
Claire Ryala.
Matthew Rakuski.
Cody Reed.
Megan Riley, cum laude.
Nate Ricci.
Victoria Rose Prasek.
Jeffrey Riddela.
Stacy Rother.
Philip Roth.
Paulino Sanchez Carrillo.
Pierce Rothenbacher Schmidl.
Nathaniel Sanchezino.
Tyler Samler, magna cum laude.
Brandon Sauve, summa cum laude.
Zachary Sanders.
Adam Schreifels.
Jack Sanford, magna cum laude.
Courtney Schultz.
Jacob Sandvik.
Missy Setter.
Abby Saralampi.
Kelsey Skelly.
Sarah Scherenberg.
Caleb Small.
Jason Schulte, magna cum laude.
Spencer Michael Sorensen.
Leah Schwintek.
Megan Stemper, magna cum laude.
Jacob Siebert.
Corey Strong.
Jacob Seau, magna cum laude.
Frank Tolkinen.
Samantha Scrovey.
Alex Tennant.
Caitlin Slow.
Trevor Thompson.
Shaylee Sokolowski.
David Cheetah.
Jason Spanier.
Brianna Tucker.
Jenna Steffel, summa cum laude.
Ukamaka Awu.
Tyler Strombeck.
Delaney Urban.
Rachel Swanson.
Peter Baudolero.
Kyle Terrell.
Evan Bondolindi.
Lindsay Tilton, cum laude.
Cameron Wagner.
Thomas Tran.
Chi Wong.
Tina Tuckton.
Marcelo Winamaki.
Lauren Turner.
Jeff Wilmus.
Ryan Underwood, magna cum laude.
Brooke Few.
Ryan Von Blerkum.
Ryan Waitala.
Angelica Veldhaus.
Madison Wolf.
Andrew Breeze, cum laude.
Mark Woodcock.
Mackenzie Waldemar.
Kimberly Jean.
Carly Weber.
Jack Young.
Haley Williams.
Nick King Strong.
Jessica Walrabi.
Andrew Holmstrom.
Anna Wolf, cum laude.
Tyler Smith.
Matthew Wood.
Madeline Sinclair.
Brianna Lukowitz.
Haley Auker.
Dao Yang.
Gunnar Tubbs.
Thomas Jerf.
Chandler Storer.
Max Manders.
Nick Battis.
Matthew Chenery.
Joshua Orth.
Corey Mallon.
Bryce Ribbentrop.
Alexander Barija.
Alexander Mott.
Tyler Tyson.
Louis Jonas.
Lorna Meyer.
Quinn Nolan.
Cody Early.
Zachary Stockdale Green.
Maverick Jose.
Darren Hebert.
Kendra Stone.
Samuel Scarrett.
Zachary Williamson.
Nick Scarrett.
John Busta. Tyler Sorson. Jacob Lukey. Zachariah Wiley. Jack Mokenhopt. Li Zhu Zhang.
I would now like to ask Dean Robert Case from the School of Fine Arts to please step forward.
As Dean of the School of Fine Arts, I would like to ask the graduating class of our college to please stand. Chancellor Black, these remarkably talented students have completed the requirements of their respective degrees. On behalf of the faculty of the School of Fine Arts, I congratulate the graduates on receiving their degrees. Please come forward.
Thank you, Dean Case. I'd like to congratulate the graduates who are receiving the Bachelor of Arts degree, the Bachelor of Fine Arts degree, and the Bachelor of Music degree. Please turn to page 25 in your program for a list of graduates from the School of Fine Arts.
Ryan Half.
Corrine Abolane.
Matthew Knutson.
Sitara Johnston.
Derek Schwartz.
Brittany Lane.
Kyla Thompson.
Jamie Palmer.
For the degree of Bachelor of Fine Arts, Krista Anderson.
Catherine Sutherland.
Melissa Box.
Susanna Weiss.
Carly Christensen, summa cum laude.
Amelia Barr.
Alex Dominion.
Bo Boyer.
Allison Enderly.
Savannah Cullen.
Katie Floysted.
Sophia Durand.
James Gibson.
Brooke Fisher.
Luke Harger.
Sophie Curtis.
Paul Jensen.
Alyssa Hamill.
Wilson Johnson, summa cum laude.
Lauren Hugh, magna cum laude.
Sadie Knutson.
Joseph Johnson.
Carl Kubiak.
Katia Kroll.
Katrina Lund.
Taylor Mackey.
Holly Matson.
Fallon McCotter, magna cum laude.
Noah Mendez.
Elliot Keller, cum laude.
Luke Minsky, magna cum laude.
Cole Mercier, cum laude.
Corey Netland.
Brianna Hannah Nelson, cum laude.
Haley Pearson, magna cum laude.
Dennis Pearson, cum laude.
Maria Peller.
Luke Helland.
Fiona Reed.
Kirby Radke.
Allie Robertson.
Ryan Richardson.
Hannah Stern.
Brandon Stagg.
Margaret Thompson, magna cum laude.
Catherine Thielen.
Nicholas Vittorio.
David Cheetah.
Jordan Woodland.
Addison West.
Chae-Hee Yoon.
Madison Worcester.
Abigail Bouch.
Jacob Abel.
Alberta Douglas.
William Brueggemann, cum laude.
Faith Fromm.
Amanda Fleming.
Shiren Li Xingfeng.
Savannah Harland.
Eden Miller, magna cum laude.
Abria Stewart.
Megan Taves.
Madison Wilson.
Sean Mattis.
Rachel Rector.
Jacob Alden Lebsek.
Nicole Sproul Kelly.
Austin Torvinen.
Sierra Lundmark, cum laude.
Luke Zeismer.
Grace Smith.
Ashley Nayrud. Claire Wyrock.
The UMD class of 2018, congratulations. We're now going to take just a moment to honor the UMD alumni. So I would like to ask our faculty, staff, and any guests in the audience who are UMD alumni, please stand. And now I would like the class of 2018 to please stand. So I do hope that you, our newest alumni, will stay connected to UMD through the alumni office, also through the faculty and the staff. You'll find us on Twitter, Facebook, and through the websites. And as young alumni, you can be a part of what's called BOLD, Bulldogs of the Last Decade. BOLD connects graduates within the last 10 years back to UMD through many events, community service projects, and professional development opportunities. It's free, it's fun, and it offers you ways to continue to learn, explore, and discover. You will always and forever be a bulldog. So again, congratulations, and I wish you the very best. And now I would like the audience to please stand as well. Turn to page 31 in your program, and please join Megan Taves to sing Hail, Minnesota. And just some brief information about leaving the ceremony. We do ask all of our graduates to follow directions from the stage managers. Leave out the doors at the back of the auditorium, and there you can meet your family members upstairs. We would also like the stage party and the faculty to leave through the Zamboni doors to my right. Again, thank you all very much for coming.
Stream that bends to sea, like the pine that seeks the blue, Minnesota still for thee, sons and daughters.